Hello everybody and welcome to our Docusnap video tutorials. Today we're talking about Docusnap Connect version 2, which is awesome. It's one of the greatest functions of Docusnap, honestly. Check it out. Docusnap Connect lets you import and export data to and from Docusnap, which is really useful because you probably have a client management and you have a monitoring and you have a help desk, and all those are solutions that will eventually profit from data of your powerful and agent-free IT inventory. So what do you need? You need an up-to-date inventory and you need an up-to-date Docusnap, of course, and let's check it out. So here you can find our Docusnap Fat client along with the Data Explorer to your left, the ribbon bar on top, and the 4 main menu points that is going to be inventory, documentation, license management, and of course permission analysis with the IT security. Now in order to use Connect accordingly, we will be scheduling a package, and scheduling a package is a really great thing because you'll be able to use a package that you designed, and we're going to do that in a second, and then you can edit the target and possibly export things straight into an SQL or MySQL database, or of course an XML, CSV or Excel file in order to plan a batch job. For our example, we will be querying a list of workstations and hosts alongside with their active user and their IP addresses. In order to design a package, we have to switch to the Docusnap Management Console where we find packages under General. Now, in order to define and edit a package, we first need to create a new one. I'm calling my package monitoring and just copy and pasting the text to German and English. And I'm using the Connect version 2 because it gives me a multitude of cool new features. Now, selecting Edit Package will give me the option to redefine my monitoring. Let's call this table, in our case, just export. Now, I was mentioning several data fields, and I can find them if I'm clicking on Add Docusnap Objects. And here I'll be selecting the workstations and their scans as well as General. Confirming that with Save, and I will have the option to select my workstations with the IP online, and I want the active user. I can find that one in General. Let's look at that. This looks good, and let's actually do the same for the servers. In our case, I want to have everything in one table. That's why I'm selecting a joint, a union here, and I am editing the same entries just for the servers. Confirming with Save and selecting the relevant fields, I shall have all the information. And as you can see, I have server's name and workstation's name. So that is still not that cosmetically perfect. This is the reason why I'm editing the alias. And confirm with Save and do the same for the workstations. So now I have the same tables and columns. Let's run a preview. This looks pretty good. In this preview, I wish to filter out the empty cells, and in our case, this is a server, so I am switching to union, where I'm defining the filter that is not like empty. I'm confirming with Save, running a preview, and this looks fine. Now I also wish to define whether the exported host is relevant for my monitoring or not. And I also wish to see in the table what type actually the host is, so that I'm not confused if it's a workstation, a server, or the domain controller. I wish to filter on the type as well. So here I'm selecting the type and defining or redefining the alias, confirming with Save, doing the same here for the workstations. And this will help me get a better overview. And what I also want to do is to define a static field, in our case, if something is relevant for monitoring or if it's already monitored. which is going to be false for the workstations and true for the servers. Confirming that here and running a preview again. This looks good, and let's confirm the whole thing with saving it and scheduling the package. In our case, let's just create an Excel export. So that's what I'm doing here, selecting the target as an Excel file that is called monitoring. And I'm putting it on the desktop. Let's not forget to delete that later on and confirm with save. Now, of course, you could schedule that again to run a constant comparison, but in our case, I just want to deploy it once and did that successfully. Now let's select it. There you go. This looks beautiful, and I also have the ONC path that I can combine with my Docusnap link.exe to open just this item from any other solution. Thanks a lot for joining and taking the time, and we hope that you have some really great ideas to use Docusnap Connect in your environment. Be sure to also check out our Facebook, our Twitter, and of course our boards, where our community basically discusses these packages and what you could do with it. And be sure to share your own. Like if you find a great solution for things like Nagios or OTRS, sharing is caring. So thank you very much for taking the time, and documentation for the win.